Hi everyone, and welcome to the energy update from September 25th till October 1st, 2023. My name is Heike, and I'm sharing with you now what my guides told me for that week. The first topic I was given was strengthen the connection to your higher self. And the guide said that of course, we cannot be separate or separate us from the world and from the energies of this world. So it just gets us, yeah, and it just affects us. That's actually what is happening now very much, that we notice this, because the crumbling of the old world is more visible, it's more obvious. There's also a lot that gets revealed all the time. I mean, we've got that since a very long time, but now it is more obvious, more like in the face, because in the past we've heard about it. We got told and we knew, but we did not really experience it so much or as much as we do now, because now it directly affects us and we are faced with the consequences. For example, a recession, a severe recession, inflation, and many other things we all know. So the people who still believed in that there was safety in the structures of the old world now get to realize that there is no safety. And as we know, the only safe place is within ourselves, in this connection that we've got with the higher self. So we need to experience this, we need to believe in it, and we need to be open for it. And of course, not everybody is, because it's not everybody's path. So the temptation to fill this void, that something has been falling away that you thought was something, a basis for you or something you believed in, then there is the temptation to fill this void with people, with action, compulsive action normally, or also with substances. So just make sure that you notice if there is a temptation like that within yourself, and you have some measures in place to work yourself through this in a healthy way and in a more loving towards yourself way, which is the most important thing in this. Also, around the harvest moon, which is the full moon at the end of September 29th, we've got some fiery energies, and of course, just make sure that you take a calm approach, that you rest enough, that you calm yourself down, no impulsive action. And the guide said that your higher self knows what it takes for you to master what's coming. Allow it to lead the way. And trust that it can. Yeah, very important. The second topic is healing and expansion. This is something that could take place on a very deep level and on a very deep internal level. So you may not really be so aware of it, but you may notice it in feeling like being on a emotional roller coaster, or an emotional roller coaster, or like mood swings, or being impatient, easily annoyed, something like that. And the important thing is to not fight that, to be compassionate towards yourself and of course others, because you're not the only one in this game. Yeah, as you know, even if someone seems to be losing their mind, just try to tolerate this, yes, and to not fight that, because it will only make it worse. It's a process, and it's necessary to allow this process to happen, to just move through you, the energies moving through you. And of course, if you feel very intranquil and very upset or something, just try to focus on something very practical, like cook yourself a meal, or do some knitting, or some organizing step by step, so you can really see a result of what you're doing, and you're like getting your hands dirty, for example. That's very helpful. And do a step by step process. That really helps. This is maybe the necessary thing to calm yourself down in case you are upset because something like that is happening. And then when the clarity is back and you feel calm, then and you really feel you've got your equilibrium back, yeah, you feel safe within yourself, then it's time to make the necessary changes. Because yes, there are changes to be made. This is the expansion part. If something is healed, if it has moved through you, then you are a new self, yeah, a renewed person. And of course, there may be, as a result, something may need to change, and even a routine or something. And again, please be compassionate and be patient with yourself and also with others who are not yet in that place, maybe, because you know, you don't want anybody to tell you what's right for you or what is not, or tell you to have your personal growth faster, moving through this faster than you could. You need the time because you need to process this. And nobody knows this except you. So be aware of this when you notice you get a little impatient or judgmental towards others. Yeah, this can be a real gift to be understanding with them and to hold space for them, because it may be exactly what they need in that moment. Okay. The message from the masters was question words and emotions and how they are used. And what they meant with this was that on a personal level, also on in the big picture, that you may notice very much how words and emotions are not in sync and how they are used, meaning that the speaker, the writer, or the person in front of you is trying to make you see things in a certain way, or try to make you think a certain way, or try to have a very strong judgment or opinion about something and wants you to be there, and to question, why is that the case? Is that right? And it's really important to see or to understand that now we're living in a time where people question this and see this and become very much aware of what's the intention, or what could possibly be the intention behind all this. And now is the time to really discern things, to ask yourself, what do you want, to make sure that you communicate very clearly through your words, emotions and actions what you want for yourself, for this world, for this life. Yeah, to just make clear this is your standpoint, and to not allow for anybody to try to put you in a different box. Yeah, so you really stand up for yourself and for what is true to you and for you. And then, as you know, you are the example, other people will do this as well. This allows them and helps them to do this as well. And that's what we need. Authenticity, as always. So thank you very, very much for listening. Thank you for subscribing, sharing, liking, whatever it is that helps to spread the word and to get this out to more people so it can help them. And of course, if you want more from the guides, you can have it on Instagram at Heike Dance and on my Feel Good Workout Heike Bartels, which is Pilates. More exact than Pilates, it's the moving meditation actually guided by the guides, and it's so helpful. It gave me that connection. So maybe that's also what you could get out of it. So lots and lots of love from all of us, and we see you next week.